Club. We are grateful for the pleasure of welcoming you all. We appreciate your time, your presence in the meeting. Hope you enjoy the meeting, and I am looking forward to listening to your
Is she gone?
Oh
Hello,
no,
is it just me?
it's the second coming of Huyun. Okay, let me. Can I take? Oh no, maybe Toastmaster Melanie can take over because you're the SA.
Actually, I'm gonna share first the rules. Is it okay?
Sure. Sure,
Okay.
sure.
So, happy morning, everyone. For us to have a smooth flow of discussion, teaching, meeting today, let us remember the following rules and regulations in this meeting. First, let us be on time. Later, the SAA or the members of the SCBD will be sharing with you the agenda of tonight's meeting in the chat box. So please look at it. And second, please turn your camera on so that we can see your beautiful and handsome faces and also your precious facial expressions. Always keep your microphone on mute. So mute your microphone whenever you are not speaking. When it's your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone. And please be fully present and have fun. Pay attention and participate actively. Use the chat box to leave any feedback or encouragements to the speaker. So, is Toastmaster Oyen back?
I think Toastmaster Galvin is back as well.
Okay, so let us all welcome our President, Toastmaster Galvin.
Oh, okay, okay,
We just want to welcome you.
okay, okay. I do not expect it. Okay, now sorry for the thing. Okay, so before I open the meeting tonight, I would like all of you to unmute yourself. Unmute, 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 unmute. I still see a lot of you still muting yourself. Please unmute.
Hello.
Okay, and answer to this. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy
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 morning!
morning.
morning.
Good morning. So,
Konnichiwa, minasan.
konnichiwa. So for
Konnichiwa.
first timers, maybe you don't understand why happy morning. This is so late in the night, right? Even I'm in a very dark room in my office. So here in SCBD Toastmaster, and I think in also other Toastmaster clubs as well, we do greet using happy morning. Why? Because we would like to maintain our spirit as like a morning spirit. You know, when we just wake up, when we are spirited to go through the day, and that's also how we would like to be spirited up to go through this meeting. Welcome to all of the members of SCBD Toastmaster, all of the visiting Toastmasters, and also all of the guests. Whether you are first timer or you are, or maybe this is your have been so many times in Toastmaster meetings. Yeah. For any participants who would like to join Toastmaster meetings, you can actually join any Toastmaster meetings, right? You are not limited to uh, Toastmaster meetings are not limited to members only. So if you would like to join this SCBD Toastmaster meetings, or maybe if you'd like to join another club in Jakarta, maybe Ultimate Toastmaster, maybe Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster, you can also join their meeting. But there is always advantage of becoming a member. So, for example, for the guest, you will be allowed to participate in this meeting if in impromptu speech session only. You will in that impromptu speech session, you are only allowed to deliver 1 to 2 minute speech, right? It's not so long. It's only a short one. But if you become a member, you can deliver a project whereby this project can be a 5 to 7 minute prepared speech. It can be the Toastmaster of the meeting, which will be held by Toastmaster Garda tonight, or you can be any other role taker in the meeting. So basically, you will have many projects if you become part of the Toastmaster meeting, Toastmaster club. I mean, yeah. And if you still don't understand what is actually Toastmaster, so Toastmaster is a worldwide community whereby everyone, whether you are a member, whether you are a guest, you can learn about public speaking in this worldwide community. This Toastmaster has been existing since 1924, so it is 107 years old. No, sorry, 97 years old. 97 years old. It has been 97 years old, and we are present in 143 countries. So if you are anywhere in the world, if you may be in Paris, like Toastmaster Ario is doing, or maybe you are in New York, in Moscow, in KL, anywhere, you can almost always find a Toastmaster club in your city. And that's about Toastmaster and about the benefit of Toastmaster member. Beside that, you can deliver project. You can also get some kind of a curriculum, some kind of an education curriculum called the pathways, whereby this pathway is basically for you to master some specific factor about public speaking. For example, if you would like to engage more humor in your speech, then you can take the engaging humor pathway. And then after you complete that, you can always take another pathway. So you can take all 11 pathways here and become basically a master speaker. Yeah, so that's the goal. If you would like to know more about Toastmaster and also about SCBD Toastmaster, you can always visit our club here. You can always visit our meetings at 7 p.m. Jakarta time on Friday. We always do that we always do our meeting on that exact timing, except for maybe for Ramadan, whereby we will have a poll when will we have our meeting in Ramadan month. Okay, so if you would like to know more information about that, please go into our Instagram, and you can follow also our YouTube and everything. And that's all from me. I would like to open the meeting with the sound of the stabilo. That's the sound, and I give the control to the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Garda. Please, bro.
Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. Am I audible and visible? Awesome. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. I can be more happy to welcome you to our weekly meeting of SCBD Toastmasters, because every meeting, it's always a new day for any of us here to learn and practice our public speaking skills, as well as broadening our networking. And of course, we are learning together and empowering together. Before I proceed, I would like to share my screen to start our meeting with. Okay, it's my screen. Is my slide visible?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. So today's theme would be the driving force of nature. But to open this theme with, does anyone know this particular picture as shown on your screen?
Yes.
Yes, Mbok Darmi.
Okay,
Moana.
can I ask Toastmaster Melanie, do you know what it is?
It's Mother Nature from Moana. Mother Nature. Sorry. It's in Moana, right?
Yes, it's in Moana. So, about this driving force of nature and responding to this picture of Moana and Tefiti, that the green lady, what do you think about what have we done, or what have you done in regard to our contribution to our mother nature? Yes, you.
What have I done? I don't know. How should I answer that? I,
What have you contributed so far to preserve and protect our environment or mother nature? Because we are talking about the driving force of nature.
oh, I'm from Marikina City. It's a low landed area in the Philippines, and it's actually part of a valley. So as young as we were back then, we were taught how to not throw garbages on the street. So if you have that candy wrapper, we have to put it in our pockets, and we have to wait until we see a trash bin so that we can throw it properly. I think that's the basic thing that I learned from our local government before. That's it. And until now, I apply it wherever I go.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie, for sharing. Yes, I believe that any of us can start to think right away, what have we done to our mother nature? Because our simple act can, or our micro effect can turn into a macro effect at the end of the day. And our word of the day would be flow. For those who are first timer in any Toastmasters meeting, if you are confused what word of the day does truly mean. So word of the day would be something that we can use as a reference that you can always use throughout your speech or anytime that you are given a chance to speak up. The purpose is that we can train and enhance our vocabulary as well as trying to make a sentence using this kind of word. And of course, that also enhances us on how to speak in front of the audiences using this word of the day. And the meaning of this, based on the Cambridge Dictionary, is to move in one direction, especially continuously and easily. For example, my thoughts flow easily if I join the regular meeting of SCBD Toastmasters. You can always make something from this word of the day, flow. And as per usual, in any Toastmasters meeting, we have three main sessions. The first one would be the prepared speech. This is for all members, be it in the SCBD Toastmasters or any visiting members, to deliver their speech projects in any Toastmasters meetings. And the second one is table topic session, whereas all participants, not only the members, but also all guests can also be actively participating in this table topics that will be explained later by our table topics master. And the last one would be the evaluation session. This is also one of the core essences in Toastmasters because as I said earlier, that in Toastmasters, we are practicing and learning, and this evaluation session gives us constructive feedback in order to be applied on our daily basis, particularly in the public speaking skills. And I would like to introduce you the agents for today. I will have the fantastic four of SCB Toastmasters. That will be these people. Who are they? So the first one, we have the general evaluator, Toastmaster Ishraki Siregar. And about his strangers or his agents, it is not up to me who would introduce who they are and what are their roles. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Ishraki to introduce your agents. Toastmaster Ishraki, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the meeting. Good evening, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. My name is Raki, and I will be the general evaluators for tonight meeting. I will evaluate everything that takes place of the meeting. During meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and it's supposed to happen. I will evaluate the meeting flow and how duties are performed. At the end of the meeting, I will share my feedback report for our learning. Tonight, I will not be alone. I have a team that hugely supports me. First, the speech evaluators. We have Toastmaster Nugraha. Hello, Toastmaster Nugraha. And Toastmaster Almer. Hello, Toastmaster Almer. And then we have Toastmaster Yala. Hello, Toastmaster Yala. They will listen to the prepared speech carefully and provide feedbacks to the speakers. Please give them round of applause. Second, we have Toastmaster Melanie as our grammarian. What is a grammarian? Let's hear it from Toastmaster Melanie. Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
Happy morning, everyone. I am Melanie. I am your grammarian for tonight. It is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper use of grammar as well as any outstanding beautiful phrases. So I will give my grammarian's report when called upon during the evaluation session. Back to you, Toastmaster Raki.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Next, we have a role called timer. Toastmaster Dendia will serve as timer and explain to us what a timer does. Over to you, Toastmaster Dendia.
Happy morning, everyone. Tonight, I'll be the timekeeper as well as a ballot counter. As a timer, I will notify the speaker with my background. I will change my background color to green, yellow, and red whenever they reach the allotted time. For the detail of the timing, I will put down in the chat box. And for the ballot counter, I will give you the link to vote for your favorite speaker. I think that's all from me. Back to GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. We also have another important role, which is the AWOD counter. To hear more details about the role, let's hear it from Toastmaster Aisha.
Thank you, GE. Okay, my fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm Aisha and I will be the AH Wood counter tonight. So my responsibility is to note the words and sounds that are used, such as pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and no. I will also listen to filler sounds, including and I also note when speakers repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means, like that, or another thing, and I will note the word of the day, which is flow. Please use it as many as you can during your speech. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Last but not least, I'm going to call Toastmaster Dentia to explain about the ballot counter role. Over to you, Toastmaster Dentia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Syauqi. I think I did it a while ago, but nevertheless, just to remind you, later on I will be sharing you the link to vote for your favorite speaker, for the prepared speech speaker, table topic speaker, as well as evaluation session. Back to you, GE.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. Now we have met all of the GE team. I'm going to hand this over to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Garda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ishraki, for introduction of your agents. And now moving to our first session, that will be the prepared speech sessions. Today is a special night because we are going to listen to three outstanding speakers from SCBD Toastmasters. So who are our speakers for today? They are Toastmaster Duwi Arianti, who will be deliver her level 1 project 1 of icebreaker speech for 4 to 6 minutes. And the second speaker will be Toastmaster Syauqi, who will be delivering his level 3 project 2 of elective projects. And the last speaker will be Toastmaster Ario, who will be delivering his level 4 project 1 of leading in difficult situations. But it is not up to me who will introduce their speakers. So I will try to introduce this individual evaluators. That will be Toastmaster Nugraha, Toastmaster Almer, and Toastmaster Layala. So for the first speaker, I would like to call upon stage Toastmaster Nugraha Raiputrantro, who will introduce Toastmaster Arianti for her speech project. Toastmaster Nugraha, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the meeting, PM Garda. Happy morning, everyone. I'm pleased to introduce the first speaker for tonight's meeting, SCBD Toastmasters. First speaker is Duwi. She will deliver L1P1 project. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. The title of the speech is A Second Chance. Without further ado, I will hand this time and stage into Duwi. Duwi, A Second Chance. The stage is yours.
Take my money and I will never come back. I was mad at my club at that time. I asked myself, why didn't they notify me due to schedule changes? After flying off for a business trip, I couldn't even attend any single meeting. Thank you. Thank you for that. But life must go on, and I move on. Until the pandemic hit, I think I can cope with this because I get used to remote working. So it's easy for me to get used to work from home setting. Yeah, I know that journalist life. But then things change. What is life? What is morning? What is evening? All I do is work. But I don't want to let this persist. I need something to boost my productivity. And yeah, how to find myself again. Until one time, I remembered that one of my Toastmaster friends called me. I didn't know him that much, but he reminded me of some memories in Toastmasters, including the time when I delivered the icebreaker speech. He mentioned also about the current condition of the club. Sorry, I didn't care about it. I was too busy to recall some good memories with Toastmasters, that evaluation sessions, evaluators' constructive feedback, and general evaluation team. Not to mention this. You know what? This is personal feedback that I got from the audience whenever I delivered my speech. Let me share some. The content is very insightful. Thank you for sharing. Inspiring speech. I like it. This one is quite long, I guess. Let me share this. You should use your voice to engage with the audience more. I mean, at most points, voice can grab audience attention. You mostly sounds flat. You're supposed to play with audience emotion. Cheers. Whoever wrote this for me, thank you. Because of that feedback, it brings me back here. And you know what? The time when I received that feedback, I feel seen, I feel heard, and I can feel myself again. I don't even care whether I am an eloquent speaker or an effective leader. But yeah, I choose to continue my journey in Toastmasters. I choose to deliver speeches. I choose to start things all over again. And from that decision, I learned some things. I know that I shouldn't neglect the duration. When I got that positive feedback, good memories, why I should ruin everything with only one single flaw? Think about it. And giving a second chance is worth a try. And I cannot forgive myself to not give one. Let me ask you this question. Why does past experience bother you that much when the best is yet to come? Over to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Duwi. That was such a wonderful story to share. Yes, even though that the first time I joined Toastmasters, it was already in the online setting, so I could not quite imagine how was it like when the Toastmasters meetings every week was held offline, whereas we can understand each other through our physical contact and our direct feedback. But overall, I could understand how is it like throughout your speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Dwi, for sharing that. I hopefully that this pandemic will soon be over so that we could have our physical meeting for once more. Thank you, Toastmaster Dwi. And now let's move on to the second speaker. But before that, everyone, you are cordially encouraged to provide our speakers throughout the private chat to give personal feedback regarding the speech. So that would be the personal evaluation, just like Toastmaster Duwi earlier showed to us about the personal feedback that she received a few months ago in the Toastmasters meetings. And now moving to the second speaker, I would like to call upon the stage the second evaluator, that will be Toastmaster Almer, to introduce the second speaker. Toastmaster Almer, the screen is yours.
Good evening, friends, Toastmaster friends. Today, Syauqi will bring a topic, a speech about Wonder Boy. I hope you could all enjoy his speech, and I hope Syauqi will also remember to use word of the day. So, welcome, Syauqi.
Testing before I start my speech. Can everybody see my face clearly? Lighting is good. Lighting is good. Raise your hand if you said lighting is good.
Yes,
okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, I'm so nervous right now. Okay, here goes. Wonder boy, he is a boy that always wonder everything around him. He is the wonder boy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the story of a century. I'll be your humble narrator, Syauqi Kiswara, or you can call me the Nature Kid. Yes, the Nature Kid. Today, I would like to bring a story about a young kid, a kid that always wonders on everything that is around him. He is, of course, the Wonder Boy. You see, Wonder Boy is a happy, cheerful, and enthusiastic kid. His life is filled with sunshine, rainbows, and robots. He was so happy, he was so enthusiastic about everything around him. He always asked the people, "Sir, how are you? Are you okay? Are you amazing? Is this day amazing? Wow, sir, you look so amazing. Oh, wow, sir, you are very, very good looking. Thumbs up." He was always that excited because what? His life is filled. His life is so joyful. He almost get everything, and I mean everything that he want. His life is flowing like the river itself. Clear river filled with fishes and also crabs and all of those tiny little creatures living happily in the corals, living happily in the rivers. Okay, rivers do not have corals. That's all. The reason why he's so happy is the fact that his parents always, and I mean always, get him the things that he wants. For example, "Mom, I want a toy. I want a Transformers. Mom, I want to buy some candy. Please, can you give me some candy?" And his parent always said, "Yes, son, of course. Please, buy things that you want. And please, be happy and always smile." Yes, he was a very cheerful kid. His life was so amazing, so wonderful, that all of the positivity in him are emanating around his environment. When I was a kid, I'm that kind of kid. I got all of the privilege that I want. I got all the toys that I want, and I got all the candy that I want. That's why I'm this built right now. You see that I'm pretty big because of the nutrition that my mom and dad gave me. Yes. However, life took a different turn. And that turn happened when Wonder Boy arrives at his high school. Yes, high school. People always said the high school is filled with happiness, filled with a lot of friends that will accept you for who you are as a person. But in truth, it was not like that at all. When Wonder Boy arrived at high school, the first thing that the people said about him is the fact that, bro, you are a weirdo. What the hell? Are you so happy? Bro, life is hard. This kid is a mommy's boy. Of course, your mommy's gonna get you all the things that you want, right? Of course. Because of that, people are bullying and people are scaring Wonder Boy. In fact, for the rest of his high school year, he was a victim of bullying. Every day, he's been calling funny names, and everybody hurt him physically and verbally. He got punched in the face, he got thrown down, he got pushed to the wall, and worst of all, he is called by a lot of funny names, like a lot of inappropriate names. I say weirdo, freak. Every time when Wonder Boy heard that, he always cried in the corner and said this very word. Just don't do this anymore. Oh, Dad, where are you? I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm terrified. Dad, please. I don't want to die. I just want to die. I just want to die, Mom. He was scared. He was terrified. And worst of all, he wanted to commit suicide because of that. He almost did couples of times. And it's a good thing that he has a friend that stops him. And his friend asked this, Syauqi, bro, my man, if you killed yourself right now, what do you think about your parents? Your parents gonna be sad. Your parents gonna be so disappointed at you. You need to live on, man. Prove that to those people that you can do better. Don't listen to them. That word, encouraging word, helps Wonder Boy to stand up and live his life to the fullest. No matter how much time that bully throws him, he always get up. No matter how much time he hurts verbally, he always say thank you. And Wonder Boy has evolved into a better person. Thanks to that kind of experience that I have in high school, I evolved to a better person. A person that's willing to embrace feedback and also learn from the good things in life and bad things in life. Because again, when you're trying to find yourself, it's gonna have some process. Everybody's life is an adventure. I already start my adventure. How about you? Will you start your adventure? Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Toastmaster Syauqi. Yep. Yes, you can express your excitement here. No one will ever judge. Yes. Okay. Now, could you settle down? Now we try to understand that Wonder Boy is really cool, right? And okay, please don't have a heart attack in there. No one will ever try to rescue there. It's hard. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing about your adventure. Thank you very much for your journey and sharing about being a Wonder Boy. I do agree with every single story that everyone has to offer, because I believe that we as a human being, all of us here are wanderer. And one of the reasons as a wanderer is that we wonder what will happen in this life, what will happen in the future. How about we overcome our life? And thank you so much, Syauqi. You shared your experiences about that. And now moving on to the third speaker, that will be Toastmaster Ario. So I would like to call upon his evaluator Toastmaster Yala to introduce Toastmasters Ario's project. But before Toastmaster Yala introduce Toastmaster Ario's project, I would also like to remind everyone here that Toastmaster Ario's project would be 15 to 20 minutes length, and it's about leading in difficult situations. And for his project, it will be divided into 3 parts. The first part will be 5 to 7 minutes of his speech delivery, and the second one, Toastmaster Ario will be removed to the waiting room so that we could have an internal discussion with regard to his speech later. And the last one, we'll invite back Toastmaster Ario here to the main room so that we could have the response and the feedback for him regarding the plans. And I believe that Toastmaster Yala and Toastmaster Ario himself would explain to us about the project. So without further ado, Toastmaster Yala, the screen is yours.
Excuse me, before Yala start, who is the timer?
Okay, so Toastmaster Yala, you can start.
Wait. Sorry. Okay, so happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. For today, Ario will be delivering his project, level 4, project 1, which in leading in difficult situation. In this project, with the speech title of Dots in a Bar, he will be delivering with the purpose of this project is to practice the strategies for adjusting to unexpected changes to a finalized plan. And just like what Toastmaster Gara already shared to you, please be more active. And I also would like to encourage all of us to act as a future investor for Toastmasters Ario's project. And by the way, since Toastmaster Ario has already told me that unfortunately he already prepared the deck, but due to the technical issue, he could not share it to you. So just pay attention to his speech. So without further ado, voila, all the way from Paris, here it is, Toastmaster Ario, Dots in a Bar, Toastmaster Ario, Dots in a Bar.
What is the easiest way to find a girl? Go to bar, approach that girl next to you, buy her a drink, and voila. But it's so old school. And was it even possible to do that in this moment during the COVID while bars are closed? Well, is there any solutions? Dating apps. Yeah, dating apps. Exactly. Dating apps is the answer to find a girl when you're lonely and the bars are closed. You know what, my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, my dear, lovely future investors, I've been surfing on dating apps since the first day I arrived in France. But nobody really suit my criteria. Swipe left, swipe left, swipe left, swipe right. Nobody really matched my heart, my preferences. I've tried many dating apps. Oftenly, I found people from different countries, but we keep misunderstood to each other. Aren't we ingin dimengerti, right? Aren't we want to be understood and we want to understand our counterparts? Here comes DIAB, D-I-A-B, D-I-A-B, dots in a bar. Because we are no longer can find a date in a bar, now we have to find our dates from the apps, from the DIAB. But what differentiates our product with other dating apps? So this is the interesting part. If you guys have ever read about the book titled The Cultural Map, you'll understand that people with different cultures have different tendency to several categories. There are 8 factors. The first one is the communication style, evaluating style, persuading style,
leading style, deciding style, trusting style, disagreeing style, and scheduling style. It's a wide range of skill in this criteria. And this is something that is really important for everyone to really understand each other, to be work with each other, and to love each other, to build a meaningful, deep, and most importantly, sustainable relations that other apps cannot provide it to the customers. So in these situations, I want to take this opportunity and I'm asking for your support, my dearest future investors, to be able to help many of people like me who are lonely in other countries, while it's very difficult to find people with different cultures. And this is very helpful. So basically the missions of this project is we want to make people, particularly expats, to not be lonely. We want them to be understood and to be misunderstood. So basically, the philosophy is love has no language and cultural barrier. So by our plan for the next 1 year is we need to have 500,000 US dollars for investments. And with the 500,000 US dollar, we will develop our team. So we will be hiring 8 more people. There will be 3 people for this full stack developer, 3 people for the marketing, 1 in the administration staff part, and 1 in the financial and accounting control side. And within 1 year, we'll have several milestones. For the first month, we are targeting to have the first 100 early adopters. In the first quarter, we'll have 1,000 adopters. In half a year, in the first semester, we'll have 50,000 adapters or users, and within 1 year, we are targeting to have 1 million. And the principle is the more people are using the apps, the more people will be attracted because the opportunity to find the mate is getting higher. And this is something that I believe that not only me that have this pain, this is something that is commonly happen to many overseas people. So, my dearest future investors, my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, if you feel like, if you feel that love has no language and cultural belief, it's up to you to support us or not. But if you've never believed with this idea, I can understand that. But I hope that you can pay sympathy to me because in fact, I feel lonely. So do you want to be feel lonely with me or like me? It's up to you. But there are many people that needs our help. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ario, regarding your proposal of using that dating apps and something to find something that we could easily use to find our significant other or future significant other. So that was the first session of Toastmaster Ario's speech project. And now I'd like to put Toastmasters Ario in the waiting room first until we call him back into the main room. We'll see you later, Toastmaster Ario, but I think you can move yourself, right?
I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
I will try.
Okay.
Okay. Toastmaster Melanie is helping.
Yes, I will. Wait.
Okay.
Where is Ario? Like, yeah. Okay.
Find myself.
I think I moved you already.
No, I'm here.
I not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Oh, I think it's because Toastmaster Ario is being set by the as a co-host. I think you can remove yourself.
Okay, I'll be out and I hope Yun can invite me back. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so Toastmaster Ario is not in the room. Okay, now moving on to the second session of Toastmaster Ario's speech regarding his speech earlier, that we will have internal discussion amongst the audience, that everyone, members, guests, you can actively contribute your ideas regarding his proposal, because the idea of his project is that we can make some plans that will eventually disrupt his initial plans that he has shared to us earlier. And to explain more about it, I would like to call upon the stage Toastmaster Uyun to help me and guide us throughout the session.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Garda. So we have listened to the proposal of making a dating app. So I want you to be like investor who will criticize what might be the like failing point from his project, or you can be also an investor who want more. For example, he said that he said A, but you can request B. That kind of criticism and challenges are welcome. So feel free, if you have any idea, just
Hello,
throw
I'm
it.
Angel.
Yeah, time is for all of us. Oh yeah, how is it?
I want
Toastmaster Angel. Yeah, you have an
imagine.
idea? Oh wow, Toastmaster Angel.
Why? Hello. I imagine that I'm an investor who are interested in Ario's company, right? So I wanna. Can I have also a question or input or what? Can I have a question?
Wait, Toastmaster. Oh, sorry, wait. Toastmaster Ario is here. No worries, yeah. I think he is not connected to the audio.
Wait, let me check.
I already put Toastmaster Ario back in the waiting room, so it's safe now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah. What do you think, Toastmaster Angel?
I also can give a question, right? Statement and question, right? Okay.
Yes.
First thing first.
May we know your question?
Okay.
Only one.
First thing first. From the concept of the business idea, Toastmaster Ario is already great. Like, dating is everyone's problem, right? Especially in the pandemic, everyone faced that problem. But my question is the first, what's the difference of your product with the current competitor? What's your unique value? The second, how you monetize your digital product? I don't see, because in the proposal, I don't see that how that digital products makes money. Because when we are building an app, we have to monetize it. So, and the three, as an investor, I want to know, is his company is already established in what time, how many years maybe, and in that established company, in how many years, what about the growth, what about the user acquisition, what about the revenue? I want to see the revenue growth if it's already established company. But if it's the new business idea, I want to see is the product is already tested to the audience by minimum viable product. Thank you.
All right. Oh, thank you very much, Toastmaster Angel. Unfortunately, we have very limited time, and the sorry, am I audible? Oh yeah. And then one challenger can only say one challenge or criticism. So I guess, yeah, it is encouraged for you to choose one among those three ideas. Is that okay? Am I audible?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Any other like challenges from audience?
I think I have.
Oh yeah, like can you share?
Yeah.
Like shortly.
For someone who's been living abroad for a couple of years, I don't see his app could be working according to what he said, because to be very honest, there are better apps, like for example Internation, who actually bring people together to an event. So in this case, what is his marketing strategy to get the people choosing this app?
Oh yeah, wow, great one. Thank you. Any other? We still need three more challenges. Like I saw some people smiling earlier.
Anyway, Toastmaster Uyun, can I have one suggestions that if by the worst case is that we don't comply with those 5 audiences to give their responses, we can actually use Toastmaster Angel's proposals as well. I mean, it's a matter of ideas that would be delivered to Ario so that we could understand and hear his response as well. What do you think about it? But we are still waiting for looking for another participants. Yes, Toastmaster Duwi raised her hand.
I just want to know the statistics on how many people who are struggling with this connection and closure problems. I mean, if it only based on Ario's problem, do we really need to build that kind of apps? Because it's not new. It's not the only one that is invented, right? So
I see.
Yeah, perhaps we have to know more about it before chipping in. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And following what Toastmaster Garda suggested earlier, I guess we are okay with these 3 people. So maybe we can put Toastmaster Dentia first, and then Toastmaster. Sorry, my voice. And then Toastmaster Duwi, and then Toastmaster Angel as the 3rd. And if the time allows, then Toastmaster Angel can continue to ask the next questions. Is that okay?
Okay, that would do. Before I put Toastmaster Ario back to the main room, I would like to clarify and confirm to all 3 speakers earlier. Toastmaster Angel proposed about one, the uniqueness that sets the application apart from the others. Second, how would it monetize the digital product? And the last one would be if it's the old establishment of the company, how about the growth and the revenue? Or if it's the new company, has it been tested to the audience? And for Toastmaster Dentia proposed about what is his marketing strategies, and Toastmaster Dwi asked about the statistics on people struggling with connection and closure because it's not quite new into the digital era nowadays. And please, all speakers, Toastmaster Dwi, Toastmaster Dentia, and Toastmaster Angel, wait for your turn. And I would like to put Toastmaster Ario back into the main room. And now we can continue with the discussions. And we would like to hear what Toastmaster Ario has to offer with regard to these proposals. Okay, Toastmaster Ario, welcome back. Are you with us? Yes, I guess you are with us, right?
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Now I shall put you back to, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Ario, for your speech delivery earlier. We already collected 3 participants from the audiences that will ask you about some plans that you have proposed earlier. First, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Dentia to come up with your plan.
Hi, Toastmaster Ario. So I noticed that this is a problem that you're having, but for someone who is also staying abroad for a couple of years, I can see that many applications already in the market, like Internation, that actually bring people together. It creates events that ask people to come, and we can socialize and interact like personally. So in this case, what will be your marketing strategy to tackle all these other applications, or how you will get the consumer to download?
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Dentia, for your concerns regarding to my product. So basically, just like what I've been saying before, like in the normal situations, we normally go to bar or maybe go to the events that as you've mentioned also. But in this Corona situations, it's impossible for us to hanging out together. For example, here in Paris or in some cities in Europe, we cannot gather. We cannot. Restaurants and bars are closed. We cannot have a gathering. So most of our room, we cannot do much things. That's why this is a good opportunity to introduce this product to the market. So basically, it's a short-term solutions for them to gain social life, to find people that is related, that relevant to their preferences in terms of cultural and communication styles. And basically, we are going to market our product through multi-channels. First one is the advertisement through social networks or social medias that are currently used by many people, such as Instagram. Or also, we are going to be partnering with several companies where they are hiring many foreigners in their company, or perhaps business schools or schools in general.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much for your concern. I
Okay.
do really appreciate that.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. And now coming to the second speaker, that will be Toastmaster Duwi to raise her issues regard to this.
Hi, Toastmaster Ario.
Hello, Toastmaster Duwi.
I'm just curious about the market research on this project because, yeah, that app stuff is not new, right? We know some, and I just want to know that this development is not based only on your personal experience. We want to sell it, not only to solve your problem, right? So I just want to know how many people are struggling with connection and closure problems. I do really want to know that whether your apps will fill the gap in the market. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Dwi. In fact, the development of this idea is embedded with a design thinking approach. At the first stage, we've already asked the communities, many people across Europe. So basically, there are 1,000 respondents, and 48% of them saying that, okay, during this lockdown situations, they have problems for socializing with new people, and they're being clustered as the category that is a new person or foreigners in that country that they don't have like the best for social circles. So basically, this is not a dominant part of the society, but it's a huge amount of society that have these problems, and therefore this is not only the personal problems of mine. And if we have the amount of money that I'm asking your generosity to be invest to this opportunity, we'd like to develop more comprehensive and wide targeting surface, so we can know what is the specific problems for different areas, because we cannot like have one product that fit all. So basically, there for example, other dating apps in one area or one country, in other countries they have different features of that they offer to the customers, depends on the region. So yeah, so to wrap up, to answer your questions, the first one is we have already conducted a market survey with from 1,000 respondents. 48% says that they agree with, they have the similar problems with me. The second one is if we have a fund to expand our research, market research to different countries with more detailed informations, we can develop a product that is more specific to the needs or the problems that have in each areas. And the third one is I'm very looking forward to receiving money from you for in this investment. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dwi.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ario and Toastmaster Duwi. And now to the last speaker, we have Toastmaster Angel here. Please, Toastmaster Angel, you can start.
Hello, Toastmaster Ario.
Hello, Toastmaster Dewey. How are you doing?
Well, so as an investor, I'm really interested in your idea because it solves anyone's problem, especially in pandemic. But as an investor, I want your company makes money. So tell me the way you monetize your digital products. And I don't have any idea if your company is a business idea or already start. And if it's already start, can you tell me how about the growth so far, like user acquisition or revenue? Thank you.
Thank you so much for your questions. In fact, this is a very interesting questions that I think is essential to this whole business idea. The first one, if I wrap up your questions, is I'll start with the second questions about is it just an idea or do we have we already had the minimum viable product that is marketed in the market, and how is it being accepted in the market? In fact, we've already had the initial adopters. We have so far 50 users throughout last 3 months. One of our challenges why we cannot develop the users of our product is the features of our product is not exactly matching what they need, because we are having difficulties in developing the products. And in terms of the user acquisitions process or the user acquisition cost, since they're the early adopters, first they're very excited about this idea because we share the same problems. Like they're voluntarily to be involved in this project, and they proactively giving feedbacks on how can we improve the products. But our challenges at this moment is we cannot develop the product. We have many limitations in terms of human capabilities and infrastructure. We don't have the money. That's why we are pitching you this idea. And speaking of how we can capitalize this business model, so unfortunately, as a Toastmaster, Yala has explained to you all guys before that I had the technical issues, therefore I cannot share with you the deck. So in fact, I have made the calculations, like the projected revenue model for the next 3 years. In fact, take my money. Okay, thank you so much, Syauqi. Just go back to the questions from Toastmaster Angel. So for the first year, we will be zero-based revenue. We'll have no revenue within the first year because we are growing the, what is it called, I don't remember, the size, the market. We are growing the market share, and then if we are successfully developing the ecosystem, we have enough people in the systems, in the ecosystems. We'll try to develop. There are several ways that we can take in terms of capitalizing the system. The first one that we can do is we develop like the significant more features, like making additional features. So basically the product becomes like the freemium. Or the other things that we can do is we can put advertisement in the system. So, or this can be the combinations of these two revenue stream channel. And yeah, is there any specific questions or specific more detailed part that you are interested to emphasize or keen to know? Why are you laughing? You don't have to laugh. You don't have to laugh. What you need to do is loving. And this apps is helping you all guys to love each other and to be loved by each other. So this is a win-win solution for all. And yeah.
Sorry, you have a legal issue, right? Before you said, so how we can trust you to throw our money? So how we can, in your prediction, how in what kind of timeline that maybe we can get the return on our investment?
Okay.
Because you said that you have a legal issue, right?
Okay, this is a very brilliant questions, and if I give you this answer, I hope that you have no more hesitations to invest in this beautiful and profoundly honest idea. So basically, why should we pour money into it? Because first, the problem is genuine. It is implies within me, and I do really have this problem. So I'm not kind of person who, okay, I heard this, there is a problem or what, but I experienced the problem in the situations, and I check the market, I test the market, oh, and they have the same problems, and I want to scale up these products to reach more people with same problems. The second one is I'm working on time in this. I'm really committed because I believe that I want to solve my problems and I want to help people to um, solve the same problems. I'm really committed to this project. And the third one, why why um, why you should pour money to this project is because we have a distinct differentiations between other products that other products have never thought about it. So when we are talking about the design innovation process, we are targeting the low and disruptive models. Then this is something that other competitors have never thought about it, and only us in the market that will have this approach. And speaking of the timeline that you've mentioned before, I'm thinking, not only thinking, but we've made the calculations more or less within the 4 years, we'll gain profit, but within the first 3 years, we'll still growing our, what is it called, our market size. So yeah, this will be a difficult challenge, but this is not something that is impossible to be done. And within after then the project will have the ROI around 40%. So win-win solutions for you all guys. You happy? We happy? All the people happy because they find the love. Unmute dulu, Toastmaster Dwi.
Again?
Angelina.
What? Oh, I can ask again. Okay. Okay. No, it's just me. Others, okay. Last.
Or anyone else?
Last thing.
Okay, last thing.
Sorry, you asked for. Oh, okay.
I think, sorry to interrupt. So the time is over, so it's better to be wrapped up. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, let me just give one last sentence to close this sessions. So basically, my dearest future investors, it's up to you. The ball is on you, and I hope that you believe in love because love is never wrong. So open your checkbook, write your name, write my name, put the amount of money, and voila, magic will happen. Back to you, Toastmaster Garda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ario, and all the speakers who have delivered and conveyed the ideas with regard to the projects. And now moving on to, that would wrap up the first session of the prepared speech. Okay, so all speakers have delivered their speech projects, and now I would like to call upon the timer whether all speakers are eligible to be voted.
Yes, all speakers are eligible to be voted. Toastmaster Dwi, 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Toastmaster Syauqi, 7 minutes and 18 seconds. Toastmaster Ario, 20 minutes and 17 seconds.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. And now, again, Toastmaster Dentia, you can provide us with the ballot link for everyone to cast their votes.
Definitely.
And now, while we are waiting for Toastmasters Dentia to send us with the link for the ballot cast, I would like to ask everyone to open their camera so that we could have a group photo sessions before we proceed to the next round. Everyone, you can please open your camera so that we can see your handsome and beautiful faces.
Everybody, please turn on the camera, please.
The picture will be used in the DI in dots in a bar apps. Okay, don't worry.
Use your best post as possible, guys. We're gonna be on Instagram, okay?
Thank you for marketing our face as Toastmaster Ario. And now I will take the control here for the photo. Okay. Have anyone? Okay, now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. One more. Oh, Toastmaster Hanif showed up. Okay, again, another pose. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Thank you. Back to me, Toastmaster of the meeting. Okay, so wait a moment. Okay, so the ballot counter has sent us with the link. Please, everyone, cast your vote for the most favorite prepared speakers of today. And now, moving on to the next session, that will be table topic session. So this is one of the most anticipated sessions in Toastmasters International because the purpose of table topics speech is actually to help us develop our ability to organize our thoughts quickly and respond to an impromptu question or topic. So for everyone who has not been involving in the table topic sessions, so in this table topic speech, you would need to deliver an impromptu speech from 1 to 2 minutes. So the minimum time required would be 1 minute and the maximum time limit would be 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You may also pin the timer to remind you about the time limit. And this is so excited because everyone can participate. So you may need to fill in the list as provided in chat box. And now it is not up to me to introduce the table topics today. So I would like to call upon the stage our table topics mistress, Toastmaster Uyun Aziza. The screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Garda. Sorry, I need to close my video. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your attention and anticipation to this session. So welcome to table topic session. So today we will have the hydrology class. No, it will be about the analogy class. So we will have some metaphors from the water. And for this table topic session, it is open for members and guests. So you can feel free to put your name in the list in the chat box. And the timing will be 1 to 2 minutes. So please pin Toastmaster Dentia when it's green, meaning that you have reached 1 minute. When it's amber, it's 1 minute 30 seconds. And then when it's red, it means 2 minutes, which means that you have 30 seconds to wrap up. And why I encourage you to join, because you will get the benefits: active listening, critical and organized thinking, fast response, and confidence. These benefits will be trained if you are joining the session. And as the master, as the table topic master, I will have the authority to pick the names from the list and also assign you with a topic. I will not allow you to choose a number, and I will give you the topic right away. Let me see. Okay, we will have here Toastmaster Gelo. Toastmaster Gelo, are you there? All right, thank you. This is the question for you. Oh, wait. Yes, we see here the longest river in the world, the Nile River. So we have the analogy: be beneficial like a river, flowing benefits to many people. Be beneficial like a river, flowing benefits to many people. Toastmaster Gelo, time is yours.
You cannot share what you don't have. Fellow Toastmasters, beloved guests, here on earth, you can only have by sharing. What do I mean by this? So in search for being a public speaker, I searched for some other sites like in the Philippines we have Speech Power and then Robert Powers. These are some of many organizations that teaches public speaking. But my friend of mine suggested that I'll be joining Toastmasters. And I look it up through the internet, and lo and behold, I got hooked with the first sentence. On the site, they said, where leaders are made. Yes, I know this is far-fetched from what I'm seeking, which is public speaking. But I can only assume that there's no leader that is not good in public speaking, and there's no public speaker that's not good in leading, especially leading himself or herself. That's why I joined Toastmasters, because I would like to also share and help other people, such as the newly college graduates, to land their first job, fresh from the university or academy, and land their first job. And this is, I think, my purpose. My purpose is to help them land their first job and share what I have learned here at Toastmasters. And perhaps if they actually learn how to land their first job, they can also teach this to other people in need who's longing for a job. So fellow Toastmasters, if you are actually looking for something, share it first and you will receive it. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster Gelo, for spreading the benefits of Toastmasters to many people. And I would like to call the second speaker. I would like to hear from our visiting Toastmaster, Toastmaster Jeffrey. Are you there? Yep. Thank you. So here's the topic for you. Oh, wait.
I think I put 6. Okay.
Okay. When you fall, be like a waterfall. Fall beautifully and continue flowing. When you fall, be like a waterfall. Fall beautifully and continue flowing. Time is yours, Toastmaster Jeffrey.
Sometimes we are on the high level, on the edge of glory. And sometimes it's also possible for us to the bottom of our level. We're so shallow in our life, in our journey. But as a leader, we should be flexible. We should implement our style as a leader, no matter what situation is, no matter what condition is. And if you are failing in some tasks or in failing in achieving your goals, it's okay. It's totally okay, because you are a leader. You, especially you are a Toastmaster. You're supposed to be a great leader. You're supposed to be ready to be a better leader. So if you are failing, if you are falling down, falling like a waterfall, falling beautifully, and the most importantly, you need to take something positive from your falling moment, because you can take any positive point, even with a disaster, even with a bad thing, even with by having a falling moment. So I would encourage you, if you have a really stressful disaster moment in your life, it's okay. It's just a journey. Sometimes we need to be on the top. Sometimes we also on the bottom. So please, getting up, if you falling again, getting up again and again and again, and just like a waterfall. Because waterfall, it's made of water, of course, and it's from the river. So be just like a water on flow on the river. And you need to remember, there's no turning back, because water cannot back to the place that they come from. So please, if you falling again, falling beautifully and flow and care. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Toastmaster Jeffrey, for reminding that sometimes we are at upper level, but sometimes we are at the bottom, and we should be very flexible. Thank you very much for sharing about that. And I would like to have our third speaker. I actually would like to encourage guests to try this, but because there is no guest putting their name, I would like to challenge right away to guest Faizun. Are you there?
Okay, let's give a shot.
Okay, so your topic will be, oh, wait. Okay, oh yeah, so this is the longest sea current that we don't see, of course, because we are in the equator. So it's Antarctic circumpolar current that can manage our climate. So the topic for you is keep spreading benefits, although you are invisible. Keep spreading benefits, although you are invisible. Guess Faizun, 5 to 2 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes. Time is yours.
Have you ever found a study about bees, how it flies, how it manages its path, how it works, how it's mating, how it's give uh, flowers to bloom and give some nourish to its ecology. It reflects to us that we, as a human, we have a higher purpose. We have a higher complex brain structure that we could deliver some benefits to all of this nature and especially to our fellow human. And the topics is, and it doesn't restrict about our fellow human or our belief system. As take example, yesterday we have a conflict in America, in US about Asian and white people. Why should it exist? Why not we give values? Why not we give benefits to our fellow humans? They are humans as well. Last tragedy about the black people, which was occurring in several parts of the world, in Paris and in Germany, in US also. We can see that we, as a human people, as a human fellow human, we could deliver benefit as much as we can to give just like the ocean flows in the Arctic level, just keep flows having benefits to all of us.
Wow, thank you very much, guys. Faizun. And I would like to spread benefits even though we are invisible. And I would like to call the next speaker. Let me see. We have Toastmaster Almer. All right. So here is the topic for you.